I wish I wasn't such a sheep. I bought these fancy ND filters off of Kickstarter, and I just received them in the mail, and I've been really looking forward to these, and it's been interesting to be once again manipulated by the internet. I remember I was like, oh, this would be a great deal. These filters are gonna be the game changer, and if you buy this, you'll become a great photographer. I went outside and tested these filters to make sure they're color corrected correctly or whatever. I'm not sure. I honestly couldn't tell, other than the fact that I had another crappy ND filter from Urth that I bought on Amazon for like $60 or something. And the color cast on that ND filter is absolutely insane. I actually think it looks quite cool in like a lot of ways, but whether you flip it from vertical or portrait, you get a different like color cast. And it was really annoying me, especially there's a lot of vignette when you go to ND5. So I thought that these filters, they don't have any color cast, there's no vignette because they're not variable. It would be really great. I do think these filters are pretty nice though. Having the magnets is pretty sick for sure. I really like this case. The case, I think, is very underrated. All of the filters, because they're all magnetic, they kind of magnetize to each other, so they don't really fall out of the case, which is pretty sick. But and then I'm really hoping that these will keep them protected, because I try to treat my stuff with as much care as possible, but you know, stuff happens. Just from some initial tests that I did in this room while talking, I think from what I can tell on the little Sony screen, the camera that bumps up the ISO. I'm not sure if that affects the whites like on my shirt or whatever and gives a different color cast, but from what I can tell, the color cast is not that significant. And from tests earlier, ND6 and ND9 are pretty similar, which is pretty sweet, because when I noticed with my variable ND filters, as you step up the ND, the color cast actually gets different because it's not consistent. So that was like really hard to correct for in post. And as long as these are consistent across all ND3, ND6, ND9, and it's relatively close to whatever comes out of the Sony body with the lens naked, that honestly like saves a lot of headache, especially because I can trust the equipment. With my Urth ND filter, I was always like, look at this time lapse. God, I ruined it because there's a vignette all over the side, because I thought I could trust it, but then I believed in it, but it failed me once again. So these, I hope I can put into my tool belt and utilize them to make some cool things.